Adultification refers to when a child or young person is forced to grow up before their time.
I can't believe that Jodie was only 15 years old. I thought she was older, like my age. I remember 2 years ago when I googled her and it said that she was born in 2005. So I followed her because I was born in 2005. 2005 gang. But no, like she's really 15. She looks way older, but she's so gorgeous. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jodie. Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're not subscribed, kindly subscribe to my channel, like this video and share if you care. My aim is to reach 15,000 subscribers by the end of January, and I will be so grateful if we make that happen. Thank you guys so much for viewing and for liking and for subscribing. And with that being said, let's get into today's video. So guys, today we're talking about the adultification of celebrity children, and here we're going to navigate the complex terrain of fame. So what does adultification mean? Adultification actually means that certain kids do not actually get the innocence and the vulnerability that they should. This is due to the people and the institutions that are actually in charge. When this happens outside of their home, it usually comes from unfair and biased views. In the wild world of entertainment, people pay more attention to how quickly famous kids actually grow up. And this phenomenon is what I would call adultification. Children of celebrities actually get thrown into the limelight early, and here they face the ups and downs of fame. This video essay actually digs into the details of how the celebrity kids go through adultification, and it also talks about how it affects their growth, their mental well-being, and also how the society sees them. Celebrity kids often dive into the glitzy world of show business before they actually really get what show business is all about. The constant attention from the media and social media itself can also make them grow up faster than their actual age. This early exposure can mess with their emotions and their mental well-being, stealing away a very regular childhood and making them deal with all this adult stuff way too soon. In this video, I will also give examples of some celebrity children who is or has been a past product of adultification. I'm not here to bash any of these children, even some that are adults now, because I know to some extent this is the life they were born into and this is not what they actually did ask for. But I'm going to point out obvious points that actually centers around what adultification is all about. Growing up is tough, especially for celebrity kids. They are dealing with figuring out who they are while being overshadowed by the media and their famous parents. They are dealing with overshadowing who they are in the eyes of everyone. The pressure to act more mature actually messes with their idea of what is normal, making their identity more about what the public actually thinks than their own experiences. This struggle to be real can also mess with their mental health because society's expectation can be too much to handle. Cole Sprouse told Variety that working on Disney Channel sitcom for 9 years was an insular environment that risked making him forget what real life was all about. Cole Sprouse and his twin brother Dylan Sprouse, they starred on The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody from 2005 to 2011. He said, when you're a child actor, you're a minor, and so a lot of the larger business decisions that are controlling your career are outside your agency. Sprouse also told Variety in 2009, he said, one of the dangers of, at least in my position, which was a sitcom inside a sound stage for 9 years with Disney Channel, you're raised in such an insular environment that you forget what real human experience or boots on the ground actually looks like. Cole Sprouse also went further to describe his early career as a great labor exploit because they were child stars and twins. He said, my mother needed an income. It was a means to put bread on the table. Cole Sprouse went on to say that his mother eventually lost custody of them after losing all the money they made as child stars prior to the Sweet Life days.
Were you pushed into acting?
I would hardly call it pushing because I was 8 months old. Single mom, 2 twin boys, put food on the table. So the choice never really existed.
You guys are big stars now.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
What do you think about that?
My mother was living vicariously through the success of her children, a person that grapples with mental illness, drug abuse, but primarily narcissism. A wicked narcissism. But that selfishness is something that the legal system also observed and said that she was unfit. The court had to step in.
Your relationship with acting and the entertainment industry. It's been a journey.
I loved being on stage. I didn't like the shit that came with it.
Adultification of celebrity kids doesn't just mess with their personal lives, it also impacts their education. Constant travel, crazy schedules, and private tutors might make it tough for them to have normal school experience. This could mean that they miss out on hanging out with non-famous friends, which is very important for learning social skills and dealing with life beyond the spotlight. On top of that, being treated like adults early on also exposes these celebrity children to the risk of getting overly sexualized. The non-stop attention from the entertainment industry and the pressure from society can push them into dealing with stuff that grown-up people actually do deal with way too soon. Being in the spotlight, celebrity kids are at risk of getting too much attention, especially when it comes to grown-up stuff. Getting exposed to the adult world early on just takes away the usual innocence and the protection that comes with childhood. Dealing with fame actually means that they might have to act like adults, and they will also face expectations that are too mature, even when they are not ready for that kind of pressure. I grew up watching iCarly, and as a child watching iCarly, you would think that these people are having the perfect life, but actually, child actors, they've actually gone through a lot. I don't know if you were one of them, but I actually saw myself being a child actor, working with Disney and having some sort of Disney sitcom. I don't think I was the only person. I'm sure if you grew up back then, like when you come back from school, all you watch is Disney, you would kind of want to have their life or live their life. And not knowing behind the scenes, these children were going through a lot. For example, Janet McCurdy, she starred in iCarly, and she had an interview with New York Times, and according to her, she said that her whole childhood and adolescence, they were very exploited. She had a memoir that was titled, "I'm Glad My Mom Died." For someone to have a memoir that is titled, "I'm Glad My Mom Died," that means she went through a lot in the hands of her mom. She wrote about the negative experiences on set of iCarly, and she also spoke about how she endured abuse from her mother as a child star. She said that while she was on set, she was pressured to drink alcohol while she was still underage, and she was yelled at repeatedly while she was filming her first kiss with Costa Nathan Cress. She also wrote that her mom controlled every aspect of her life, controlled even down to her friendship, and also encouraged her eating disorder and gave her exams during showers. So crazy, because not only Janet, also Raven-Symone, she also spoke about how she had eating disorder while on set. Demi Lovato. Let's go to Selena Gomez. Selena Gomez said that she actually felt violated when paparazzi photographed her as a teen. She had an interview with Business of Fashion in 2017, and she said that she can remember just feeling really violated when she was younger because paparazzi always took pictures of her even when she was on the beach. She was like that. This was like around when she was 15 or 16 years old. They were just taking pictures of her, and she felt very violated. She did not like it, even though she did not understand why she did not like it. She knew that it was wrong because she actually felt very weird. She was a young girl, and the people that were taking pictures of her were like grown men. Even if it's the media, even if it's paparazzi, that is literally a child in bikini. Like, why are you taking pictures of her? And she didn't like that feeling. Another person, Mara Wilson, she actually said that she has been objectified and sexualized right from when she was a child star. She said that right from when she was 6, people were always asking her, "Do you have a boyfriend?" They also asked her about Hugh Grant's arrest for soliciting a prostitute. She said that while she was also a child star, that it was very cute when 10-year-olds were sending her letters saying they were in love with her, but when it was men in their 50s, it was very, very creepy. She said that before she even turned 12, there were like images of her on foot fetish websites that were also photoshopped into child pornography. She said that she felt ashamed every time she actually thought about this. She also reiterated, and she was like that her sexual harassment actually came more from the public and the media, but it did not come from her colleagues or her agency or the producers and the executives that she actually did work with. The media has a very big part in making celebrity kids seem more grown up than they actually are. They often prioritize flashy stories and sexy pictures over doing the right thing. By turning these young people into objects of fascination and desire, the media helps to spread damaging ideas that may seem okay for celebrity kids to be treated inappropriately. This not only invades their privacy, but it also puts them at risk of lasting mental health issues. Parents are very super important for celebrity kids trying to make it in show business, but sometimes the push for fame and success can make parents actually forget their jobs to shield these kids from inappropriate stuff. The entertainment industry also expects celebrities, even their kids, to fit certain beauty and sexiness standards. This can also make parents feel like they have to show their kids in ways that match what is considered normal, adding to the risk of oversexualization. People, for example, let's bring Northwest. People have a problem with Northwest saying she's rude, she's this, she's that. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of used to be in that situation, being like, oh my gosh, she's rude. But then again, I just had to have a check and be like, that is literally a child. Like,
I am so fucking horrified of that little child.
Go back and watch that video because that is very much like a whole thing. And then this comment, North has come across as a brat since she was a toddler, ... They always made out like she was her dad, but it's just rudeness. Do you see the dog whistle? So often I talk about dog whistles in my community being so readily available on TikTok. You just have to know what to look out for. You think that since she has been a toddler, that this toddler has been a brat? And you think that's a reflection of her. The way Black children across social media, but a lot of the time on this app, face adultification, and it's just passed off as a joke, or it's not that deep, or it's not that serious. A lot of the time, people doing that, not even being aware that adultification is something that Black children disproportionately face. When we talk about protect Black women, it starts when they're toddlers. It starts before then, actually.
Also, obviously, Kim Kardashian is all about her physical image, how she looked, and I'm so glad that she's not passed that down to North. North is a person of her own stylish, everything. She's free to express herself, and she's not put in this box of how celebrity children should be put in.
I have this theory that Alabama Barker and Jodie Woods are going to be the next Kylie and Jordan, just because they are so cute and so big right now. Alabama already did a public desire campaign. She did a Pretty Little Thing campaign. I think we're going to see more from her this year, and I think that they're going to be like the new it girls. I'm obsessed with them. They're like little baby Bratz dolls.
Let's go to Alabama Barker. Alabama Barker, she is the daughter of famous musician Travis Barker, and her mom was a former beauty queen. Her mom's name is Shanna Mokla. I didn't know about Alabama Barker till like 2 months ago. I don't know if you guys watch Queen Chioma. I watch her commentaries, but she does mostly pop culture. I love watching pop culture commentaries, but I don't think it's something I see myself doing. Maybe here and there, but like not full time. So basically, Queen Chioma, she did a video on Alabama Barker and Jodie Woods, which we'll talk about. And that was my first time of knowing Alabama Barker. And then she was like 17 years. And I'm like, oh my day, what the? I'm not here to judge. She's free to dress. No, she's not. She's literally a child. Let children be children, honestly. Let children be children. Let's start from there. Alabama Barker, she is the daughter of famous musician Travis Barker, whom I did not know till he got married to Courtney. And due to this, she's grown up in the public eyes. Her dad being a member of a band and her mom being a beauty queen. She's grown up in the public eyes. And here, she, obviously, due to this, she's actually faced the unique challenges that come with being treated like an adult before her time. The trend of adultification is especially evident in the lives of celebrity kids and is fueled further by the widespread influence of social media, which we can actually see in the case of Alabama Barker. Although she's legally considered an adult as of December 24, 2023, and I'm recording this on 2nd January 2024, The 1 year age difference between 17 and 18 to me means nothing. Yet, a quick look at her Instagram pictures and Instagram accounts actually reveals some very mature photos that I would not see my 16 or 17 or 18-year-old child posting. Anyways, growing up with famous parents meant that Alabama was in the spotlight from a very young age, and there were platforms like Instagram, or there are platforms like Instagram, TikTok, Twitter that just lets her share her life and makes her open to public opinion. Her online presence actually gets a mix of love and criticisms and also shapes how people see her. Handling societal expectations may put pressure on her, possibly impacting her mental well-being and growth. It looks like she might not have had the regular childhood that I have or that you have before she jumped into being the adult that she is. Now let's go to Jodie Woods. Jodie Woods, like many from her generation, she's very, very big on social media. Last I checked, she had like 1.5 million followers, and here on social media she shares her life, she shares her style, she shares her makeup, and she gets some adverts. The constant sharing can also make her seem more grown up than she is, and this is also a phenomenon of adultification. There is also a bit of confusion about her age. Some sources say she's 18. They said she was born 2005, while some sources say she might be younger, that she was born 2007. While I was researching this case, I found out that we are birthday mates, so she was born January 6th and I was born January 6th too. Being Jordan Wood's sister, so Jordan Wood's sister was best friends with Kylie Jenner, but she fell out with Kylie Jenner because now, Jodie is best friends with Alabama Barker, whose dad is married to Kourtney Kardashian. So obviously, Jodie, in one way or the other, she is tied, kind of, or she's kind of linked with the Kardashian. And we know the influence that the Kardashian family has had on the children of today. And the public might unconsciously think that she's more mature just because of her famous connection. Her close relationship, like I said earlier, with Alabama Barker also adds to the spotlight that she already has. And Jodie's fashion sense, they might give off a vibe of an older person. So being in the public eye also means that Jodie might also deal with adult responsibilities and expectations. And if people see her as mature, they might expect her to act like an adult. Sometimes society quickly forget that we are really, really dealing with children. These early expectations can be very tough on young folks, and it can also affect their emotion. I doubt these children just had the time to be children. This doesn't only apply to celebrity children, it also applies to normal everyday children. These children, they've been influenced by TikTok, by Instagram. The other day, a child who is barely 10 years old was asking skincare for her Christmas wish. What is a 10-year-old child doing with skincare? This is very, very sad. It's the pressure that children are putting on themselves to grow faster than their age. Meanwhile, in reality, every adult out there just still wants to go back to being a child. I'm tired of paying rent. I'm tired of paying my bills. I just need a break. I need a break. You understand? The early exposure of celebrity kids to adult themes and objectification can seriously mess with their mental health and growth. It might lead to anxiety, depression, and problems with self-esteem. Plus, it could warp their understanding of healthy relationships and boundaries, which affects how they see intimacy and their own value. And this also makes it very hard for them to deal with as adults. Policymakers, they need to step in to protect underage girls. Laws should be put in place to stop exploitative practices and shield young people from adult stuff too soon. There should also be campaigns that should push for a change in how society actually does see gender roles. Firstly, the first people to be held accountable should be the parents and guardians. People do not know that parents are super important in the life of these kids. They guide them into show business and they handle their careers. It's the job of these parents to look out for their kids. It's the job of these parents to keep their kids safe from anything that may be inappropriate. It's their job to make sure that these children of theirs have regular childhood alongside with the fame that they also have. Also, another person or another set of people that should be accountable should be the entertainment industry. The entertainment industry shapes what we actually see and think. People working in the industry should make sure that young children are actually treated right. This means avoiding making them overly sexual and making sure they get roles that suit their age. Thirdly, media outlets. The media actually plays a very big part in how we see celebrity children. Reporters and media organizations should be very fair and should be ethical, and they should avoid sensational stories and respect the privacy of these young people. It's very important not to spread harmful stories that make these celebrities seem too grown up. Like we see media outlets, even the Shade Room, posting pictures and videos of underage children. This just leaves room for scrutiny and judgment from commenters, and honestly it is very sad to see. And that brings us to the next set of people who should be held accountable, and that is the society. We as a society, because we as a society, we have a say in the stories about these celebrity children. When we ask for sensitive information and invasive information, actually does put these children under pressure. It's on us to say no to harmful stories, and we should always remember to ask for fair reporting and make sure that celebrity children are well protected and treated well. Another people that should be held accountable should be the government and regulatory bodies. Government and rule-makers, they have a job in making and enforcing guidelines to keep young people in the entertainment industry safe. This rule should stop over-sexualizing children and also stop treating celebrity kids like they are adults. And lastly, the people that should be held accountable should be the children themselves. Hear me out. As celebrity kids get older, they can start making more decisions about their careers, because I'm not gonna lie, these people, when they start growing up and start making more decisions, they should be given the leverage to make more decisions about their career. And while they are given the leverage to make more decisions about their career, it is very important for responsible adults to guide them and to support them, and also help them make smart choices for their careers and personal lives. Treating celebrity kids like adults and making them too sexy is a big problem that comes with serious consequences. We actually do need a change. We should strive to create a culture that cares more about the well-being of these kids than sensational stories, and by making the industry, especially the entertainment industry, to become more responsible for what it does, we can actually make things way better for them. This way, we are setting the stage for a more caring and responsible way for the next generation of public figures. So guys, that being said, thank you guys so much. We are done with this video. If you're not subscribed, kindly subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share if you care. I'm going to see you guys next time. I am super excited that you found me. Until next time, bye.